Peace, peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. We're not going too far in the future. We're not going too far in the past. Oh, oh. Right now, uh, I was gonna do a thing fast. I always gotta say that. but I was like, no telling how long I would probably go on this. Because this was just one of those, again, my thing fast started from clear cognizant thought. And matter of fact, let me kind of give a little history on this too. Because, like, ever since a little kid, like, and I never knew, like, you're dealing with these abilities and you don't know what the fucking name of it or even that it is an ability to even begin with. All I'm thinking is, like, why in the fuck I'm getting random thoughts of, like, certain inventions and, ways of doing things and all this. But, like, I would just get, like, these random little, thoughts that I would be like, God damn, like this just seemed like this would be an invention that would make me a millionaire, or this invention would change the world, or this thought or way of thinking, would, like nobody really bringing this to the table. You know what I'm saying? Like would be, those little thoughts, and like I always felt like, bro, if I could just, always write those moments down or just have somewhere, cause I would always like it would like be overloaded with moments to again to the point where the reason why I do videos, cause I understand this. I understand that it is about a certain level of quality over quantity, which I do put quality into my videos, but sometimes it again with a think fast vibe, I have these vibes of things that come quick, and also like just like a dream, like when you wake up from a dream and as you start to come back into this physical realm and vibrate on that frequency, you no longer vibrate on the frequency of that dream, so that's why it becomes harder and harder to remember. And the same thing with a clear cognizant thought, it's like as soon as it comes through, it's like yeah, what I'm saying, to the point where I actually wrote this on a napkin, you know what I'm saying, cause it was like, oh, hurry up before this shit leave, you know what I'm saying, like that's a lot of times, because it is almost like it come through. It's something like extremely profound, it's gonna feel extremely profound in a lot of cases too. You're just gonna feel that this not coming from my normal thinking mind of like, you know, like matter of fact, the like how we in a lot of cases be, in the reptilian mind of, eat, sleep, fuck, excuse my diction, eat, sleep, and sex, you know, but what was I gonna say? I get back to it. But anyway, I guess speaking on just pulling thoughts down fast, and again when I catch that clear cognizant thought, it's like gotta come with it as it's coming. And again, we're doing my YouTube channel, it's like I know that again it is about quality. And that's why too though a lot of times I do, videos so long because I want the quality, like I want to touch on, any little thing I could reach on or remember from past videos that I could speak on, because again too without my laptop right now, matter of fact, nah, with having my laptop that's in the ethers manifesting right now. But anyway, but not doing the little identification cards like that I did on some a lot of my previous videos, where as I'm speaking on something, I could have that actual video, pop up like on a little bubble as a little reference as I'm speaking on certain things. But now I'm having to say like, look up universal frequencies in this video, but that all will be fixed. But so to the thing though, with cats having 9 lives, and matter of fact, I done did a video on the Lyran beings. Matter of fact, I was heavy. Shout out to my brethren Crockett. Matter of fact, being out there in LA, catching those heavy downloads on the Lyran beings, dealing with that energy. But I caught the little vibe of how a cat has 9 lives, Now we talk about the Lyran beings, you know, as some of the eldest beings, you know, to seed life in this plane of existence. You know, from most accounts, you know, like of course, you know, the Draco's energy is old energy, but also that Lyran being energy is also elder energy as well. And you see it again with it being associated with a lot of elder energy, as far as like, say for instance, before, because say for instance that serpent stuff more so came in, you know, with a lot of the, you know, Anunnaki vibes and stuff like that, you know. But when you look at previously, you know, a lot of the statues and, you know, references like dealing with that lion, you know, the Sphinx shaped like a lion, you know, and uh, you know, Rastafari, Leo constellation, heart chakra, you know, the lion, you know, at the gate, you know, the most popular gargoyle to be at a gate or a doorway is a lion, you know, and the doorway represents the yoni, you know, the two pillars like Jakim and Boaz from, you know, the Freemasonry, the Temple of Solomon, which is the body, you know what I'm saying? But the cat, you know, watching, matter of fact, Rastafari smoke the herb connecting to the feminine right brain, you know, and feminine energy, again, some of the eldest energy, you know, within the cosmos, you know. And cats have like a little feminine like side, even with a male cat, you know, like how they, you know, take care of themselves, stuff like that, you know. But again, the cat have 9 lives. And then also, and I can't remember if it's with Tibet tradition, Hindu tradition, or excuse me, but basically where they or mythology, I should say, in essence, but just dealing with having 108 different incarnations. Like I said, that, you know, we have 108 different incarnations, because it's also correlated with the mala beads, because that's another thing I was gonna say too. You know, that, you know, us, because as above, so below. You know, creating things aren't created just for any reason. You know, like 108 wasn't just chosen for any reason. Now, you know, as I'm speaking on this, I'm not speaking from a book research place, you know, just inner gnosis. You know, I'm just speaking with the flow of inner guidance right now. But, you know, like in some way, form, or fashion, you know, we probably was counting, you know, 9. Matter of fact, because I think about it, you know, 108 is 9, 12 times. You know, and we think about, you know, again, that 9, that feminine, you know, you think about that Kalima energy, you know, that supreme, that primordial mother energy, you know what I'm saying, that goddess energy. Matter of fact, I think about, I did that video also speaking about Navaratri. You know, it's like the 9-night festival where men, you know, kind of mature, learn how to mature, you know, in essence, you know, and more so because they tapping into that divine feminine energy, you know. But you know, there's a connection with that as well. But again, like the cats having 9 lives, and you know, 9 times 12 is 108, you know. And again, this correlation with, you know, this certain spiritual information / mythology of, you know, us having 108 incarnations, you know. So it's like, all right, maybe we have 9 lives in each 12 zodiac signs, you know. Where, you know, where we have 9 lives where our sun sign be in Aries, 9 lives where our sun sign be in Taurus, 9 lives where our sun sign be in Gemini, you know, and so on as we make a loop. But, you know, and, you know, it may be a vibe where we all may have, depending on, like, all starting at different points, but like all may have like had to start in Aries, you know. It would make sense, you know, because it is the first, you know, considered the first zodiac sign. But, you know, it could be something where some of us like, well, let them start in Gemini and then come back around to where, you know, you would end, you know, your 108 back in like Gemini around, you know, or in Taurus, you know, right before Gemini, you know. But you know, yeah, like I caught the download like that. Maybe that cat having 9 lives, and, you know, and that 108, you know, incarnation, you know, you know, that might be connected, you know. and especially with the Mala beads, you know, and being in sections of 12, you know, each 12 zodiac sign. And I talked about, you know, I did a video called a 12 movie specialist. If you haven't watched it, you might want to check it out to get more of an idea too. But it's like, matter of fact, my brethren, shout out to my brethren Brad, like, you know, there's also that same little connection of one of the things he kind of spoke of, like where we go to each little, our soul go before coming down, you know, going to each little, you know, constellation, the zodiac constellation, uh, like a little bank, or like getting certain energies, like, you know, like, all right, in this lifetime, I like that adventurous Sagittarius energy, so I want that to be, you know, my sun sign, or so, you know, like in some way, form, or fashion. This is the best way to put this into human words, you know what I'm saying? Because as I'm saying this, high self, like, you know, let them know that this is kind of you saying it, you know, the best way you can say it in essence. Because it's not necessarily picking it out like that in essence, but, you know, to a certain extent. You know, again, the best that I could put this into words, into human word. Cause remember, you know, high vibrational frequencies, you know, that travel by thought, you know, again, could be passed with higher intel, like, you know, a symbol or like a picture, or almost like a little movie, you know, is gonna give more information than me trying to and this word that could probably mean 10 different things, and this word that could probably mean 10 different things, and this word that could probably, you know what I'm saying? That again, you start to see, like with in fact, with the Credo, if y'all haven't watched Credo Mutwa, you know, CREDOMUTWA, but the Zulu shaman priest, matter of fact, that what's his name, David Icke had, you know, interviewed, but speaking on how the reptilians, you know, gave us language, but it wasn't like a blessing, it was like a curse, you know, like with that language, everybody started getting into quarrels and being confused with each other, you know, so it, you know, again, kind of made us drop in vibration in essence, you know, but, you know, that's basically, again, just sharing that little insight and vibe that, you know, something may, you know, that may have some truth dealing with our reincarnation process, you know, and us coming back. Because again, it's like, you know, whatever I've been slipping up with, because we're trying to master things too. You know, different between, you know, just, oh, I just want to learn about this casually. I mean, and then in that essence, you're not gonna really take it serious to the extent of like when you're trying to master something. If I'm trying to master patience, I'm not gonna come down in a life that's pretty easy. How am I being tested? You know, how am I really, you know, gonna show that I'm strong in my patience if I'm not being tested? So if I'm looking for to master patience, I'm gonna sign a contract with some souls and be like, hey, bro, I want y'all to be, you know, my, you know, since you got the karma to deal with somebody that's nice, like, cause I'm gonna be nice in essence, and you're gonna be, you know, mean or aggravating to me, you know, or your job is to come into this life to be mean and aggravating in some way to somebody, you know, we gonna sign our contract together, and you gonna be the person that drives me, you know, or tries to constantly poke at me and drive me crazy to teach me how to, you know, master patience, you know, because, you know, after dealing with your ass, you know, I'd be able to, you know, deal with anything, you know what I'm saying, after dealing with, you know, your anxiousness or whatever in this lifetime we're going into, you know, like I'd be able to have that patience, you know, and that's the way we test ourselves. So again, and you think about just that blueprint of thinking, you know, as far as like as a soul going on a human experience, looking for some type of experience that's gonna teach, you know, a lesson that it has never learned before. That's another thing too. Like, you know, what lesson could a soul, you know, because again, you know, so if it's multiple incarnations, that's why I would like be like, all right, let me come down as uh, a, a melanated male, or you know, somebody that's you know, more European looking, or you know, let me come down as a girl, or let me come down as a little baby that transitions soon as it comes down to see how that feels. Or let me live to be 100. Let me live to be 20. You know what I'm saying? Let me uh come down and be heterosexual. Let me come down and be homosexual. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that too, because it's like not to say that because I realize this, it is a bad, not say, because they are androgynous beings. Like we did have a level of androgyny before we came down, but there is a level of knowing that, let's just say, not knowing you were going to be homosexual per se, but knowing that you were coming down into an environment where they pumping fetal estrogen, where just in all way forms of fashion, they trying to push this agenda. So we coming down knowing, like, bro, I could end up getting hit by this shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, not knocking nobody's sexual orientation, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But again, for just the factual sharing of this information, you know, again, there are, androgynous being, which from my experience, like true, like, and I guess that, because I won't really see nobody all the way like that, any place, because that is like a Venice thing. But I thought about, like, like some of the, like, those, like the strong vibes of like androgynous beings who like watch over portals, like, they all had that androgynous vibe, and all carried like little sticks that they twirled, and you just felt the energy from them, like, this person is not uh with this androgynous nature from the pursuit of sexual, pleasures, but more so that's just like their being, like, like that's just what the fuck they are, and you could just feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could feel that that is a genuine, uh, again, compared to those of us that might be dealing with other situations. But again, to each his own on that. But but again, that's that vibe of, again, coming down in different incarnations, choosing a life path that, you know may be difficult, like, let me deal with, you know because another thing too, I realized, like, a karmic switch, like, if some souls chose to be like a say, for instance, like somebody who was doing, a lot of harm at one time, that's their karma for that time, and matter of fact, let me not open up that can of what. I'm about to say, like, it, because I could feel like my, like like expanding on certain information when I'm not ready to, it could feel like, wait, am I, reaching too much? But you know I may just stop right there. Yeah, cause and I said, and that's me, cause I realized I do have videos out here speaking on what I was trying to. And that was another thing that kind of, like, I do have videos out there on it, but I do want to, try to uh, reiterate on it the best way possible. But I'm gonna just fall back. Feel like spirit took me back, and it's no longer in the front of my. But again, just seeing how that cat having 9 lives, 9 times 12, 12 zodiac signs, going through that elliptical. But peace, happy now. Now is a vibrative course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Peace, peace.